Do you want to write poems that make people stop mid-sentence? That make someone say, I felt that? Not clever poems, not perfect poems, but poems that actually mean something to someone. Let's talk about how to write poetry that resonates with every heart. Hello my friends, Gary Goers and fellow poets, welcome back to the channel. There is one question that I get asked at least once a week. What makes a great poem? And I always sigh a little when I'm asked it. Not because it's a bad question, but because it's impossible to answer. Greatness in poetry, it's all subjective. What I think is great, someone else will scroll past without a second thought. And what I might dismiss on a tired day could be the poem that saves someone else's life. And that's why it's so hard for me to get on board with prizes and competitions. Even though, yes, I sold out and judged a competition recently, still, it doesn't sit right with me. Because poetry isn't about winning, it's about reaching. So, what can I say about great poems? I will tell you this. The ones that stick with me, the ones that I remember months or years later, are never the most clever. They're the ones written truthfully, raw, messy even, but real. Poems that are written from the very bottom of the heart, from a place that maybe the poet didn't want to go, but did so anyway. That's what hits. That's what stays. That's what resonates. You don't need fancy metaphors, you don't need perfect line breaks. You really just need to mean it. The most important part of all this that we call poetry is heart. So tip 1, write what you're afraid of. If you're not sure what to write, start with what scares you. Write what you've never said out loud. The memory that you avoid. The joy you almost feel guilty for. The heartbreak you're still carrying in your ribs. When your voice shakes, you're getting close, and that's where the connection lives. Because the truth is, someone out there is waiting to feel less alone, and your poem could be the reason they do. Form is fun, imagery is powerful, playing with sound, rhythm, space, all of it matters. But don't use style to hide from substance. I've read poems that were technically flawless and felt nothing. And I've read poems that broke every rule in the book and left me breathless. You don't need to impress, you need to express. Let the form serve the feeling, not distract from it. Okay, tip 3, write to one person. Okay, here's a trick I love. Write as if you're writing to just one person. Not an audience, not a judge, not the poetry gods. Just someone who needs to hear it. Your past self, your future self, your best friend, the stranger who's sitting in silence right now. It'll ground you, it'll strip away performance, and it'll let your poem speak in a human voice. Tip 4, leave a little space for the reader. Poetry is a conversation, not a lecture. You don't need to spell it all out. Sometimes the lines that hit the hardest are the ones that almost say something. But leave just enough space for the reader to step in and finish the thought with their own experience. Let them bring their heart too. Tip 5, don't be afraid of simple. There's a myth that complexity equals depth, but some of the most devastating poems that I've read used the simplest language. Clarity is not weakness. Plain spoken truth is not laziness. So don't be afraid to say it clearly. Sometimes that's what makes it hit the hardest. So, how do you write a poem that resonates with every heart? You don't, because not every poem will reach every person. But if you write with heart, with honesty, with courage and care, you will reach someone. And to that person, it might mean everything. So, what's a poem that reached you? Not a great poem, not a famous one, just one that landed. One that saw you. Drop it in the comments down below. Let's make space for those poems today. And if this video helped you feel like writing a little more from the heart, you know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want more poetry related content here on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, my name's Adam Gary, and I'll see you in the comments section down below. Thank you.